welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. So here's the lefty, Framber Valdez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Brendan Donovan leading things off and takes a strike. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Next offering misses down and away. Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Mason Wynn at the plate now. That's ball 1. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. He swings and fouls one off. Fought off foul. 1 out, base is empty. Up the middle. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. Alvarez sprinting after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. It's the Cardinals nothing, and the Astros coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, and on the hill in this one, it's Sonny Gray. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Yordan Alvarez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. One down, base is empty. Inside, and the count is 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. Fouled off left side. Not close with that one, and it's 3-2. That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So a man at first. Here's Carlos Correa. And that's outside.
That's out.
Alvarez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Just missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
First and second, one out. And now the DH, Isaac Paredes. And that's fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. First and second, two down. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one missed, now 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker. swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. It's gone. Grand slam. That one felt good. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
So 2 down, and next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. That's inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And that extends the inning. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. Fastball for a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Foul ball. Squirts away a little bit. Two outs.
That's the ball.
That one just misses, and now it's 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first, and the lead is up to 5.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Gordon Graceffo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So runner at second, 2 down. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. In there, and it's 0-1. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. swing and a pop-up. Walker hustling after it. Long run, tracks it down. And that is the third out of the inning. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. On to the second inning now from Dyken Park. It's the Astros 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in Houston, and here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in Venezuela. That misses, ball 1.
I'm sure he likes the 5-0 lead and the run support, but he's sat around a lot since warming up in the pen, and you'd hate to see a guy not have his rhythm to go out there and have a great start.
Next pitch inside, ball 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Ripped on a line to center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish. And will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. The line to kick the pitch. And another ball. And there's the automatic. Draws the walk there. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So singing a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Right side, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. The Cards leave one. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at Dyken Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
And that misses. And that's ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Move to first. Pena back on a dive. Pena on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Gets the call. That's strike one. That one blasted deep to right. Walker ranging back. Going, gone. He circles the bases. It's 7-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Singled and scored his first time. There's a swing and a drive. That's a hit. And next is the designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball line to center. Scott makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. He reached out a walk his first time. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. Next pitch is inside. 1-2 the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Walker batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
0-1.
2 runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 1-1. And a base hit into right center field. Around second is Correa. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So 2 on with 2 away. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. What a play to end the inning. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now 7-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Pedro Pajes. Valdez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Altuve slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. That's outside.
No, that's outside.
And it's
Ball.
1-0. And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside. And a liner out into right center for a base hit.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 outs.
2-2.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. It's an RBI single, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. That one fouled off. That one ripped right center field. And out of here. And they slice into the lead. It's 7-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 outs, nobody on. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a curve is down and in. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field.
Now batting, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Nolan Arenado. Walked his first time. Foul ball there.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Contreras off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. To the right side. Altuve handles it. The throw to first, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 7-3. Back after this on the show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Astros, Jesus Sanchez. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Astros putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Out to center, Scott. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Myers, batting with one down, takes a strike. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena, 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Man at first, 1 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
The 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
That's to third. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. Astros are down quietly, but they still lead it 7-3. And we're back out of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
You know, these Cardinals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-4.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Herrera in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Pajes in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now here is Victor Scott. A single and a run scored and a walk. First pitch just misses. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
2 out, space is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground to third, Correa throws to first in time, and that is the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Leading off for the Astros, left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Riley O'Brien up and throwing. King also throwing. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Check swing, and he went 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Center field. Scott sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman.
Now Correa up to hit. He's 2 for 2. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses off the outside edge.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 4. It's the Astros 7 and the Cardinals 4. Back here in Houston, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brendan Donovan. That one pushed to the left and foul. There's a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Next one in the dirt. Swing and a chopper out to short. And it gets by him.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
So a man aboard, and the batter now, Mason Wynn. This one in the air. Walker settles under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered here in this one. Nootbaar in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. First pitch misses. Donovan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ground ball right side. Altuve slings to first, and that will end the inning. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Cardinals 4. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. First pitch, and he just misses.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog.
And there's a strike.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Arenado to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And now it's Christian Walker. He's already homered in this game. That's off the inside corner. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Next pitch misses, and the count is filled up.
Full count.
On the ground. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
2 down, bases empty. So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a slider in there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for Houston. They hold a 7-4 lead. Top 6. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Valdez back to work. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. There's a strike. That's to third. Nice grab. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Digging in, Jordan Walker. Ball 1, no strikes. One down, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Framber Valdez won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Craig Kimbrell.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
One gone, runner at first. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Fastball for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Fastball is outside.
1-2.
And that's down and away. Walker, the base runner at first with one out. Lined into right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. First pitch doesn't find the zone. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering upstairs. Kimbrell, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And another ball.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Scott in the box again, takes a strike. 2 on, 2 outs.
One and one.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That to right, Sanchez. He's got it, and that is that. So a strong showing there from the Houston bullpen. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Astros 7 and the Cardinals 4. Back here at Dyken Park, bottom of the sixth inning. And now Jake Myers. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Myers Myers started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Joe McDonald says he went around. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Fernandez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. King getting loose as well. And that's a strikeout looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Lifted in the air, right field. Walker sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Missed inside with the curve. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball.
Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Bennett Sousa.
Number 62. Bennett Sousa.
Back to the top of the order now. Leading off, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 3. That's too low. 1-0.
You know, these Cards really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
On the ground right side, Altuve slings to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Alvarez pulls that one down. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Nootbaar stands in now and watches strike 1. And That one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in to end the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Fernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. That one missing inside. Two balls, no strikes, the count.
2-0.
Strike 1.
Oh, you just got to tip your cap on that take right there. I mean, that's not the location you're hoping for and looking to do damage in a 2-0 count.
Up and in, and that's ball 3.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So digging in, Christian Walker. And remember, it was a grand slam from him back to the first inning.
Oh, he made an early statement with that swing. It changed everything about the game right out of the jump.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
One and two.
In the dirt. 2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. And that's 2. So 1 hit is all they get. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Cardinals 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 52, Brian Abreu.
Here's Contreras now.
For the Cardinals.
The Cardinals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that one wrapped foul.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Struck him out without a swing. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
The Astros leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Splits the plate. Arenado in an 0-2 hole.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
1-2.
The 1-2. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's out to center field. Myers settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right field,
2 outs, base is
Jordan
empty.
Walker.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a breaking ball misses outside. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. That one not close. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 outs. And he walked him. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order. Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
On the ground to third. To first, and that is the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chris Roycroft. Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Roycroft measures 6 feet 8 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And that one is inside. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2 now. In the air to left down the line. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake.
2 down, base is empty. Jake Myers will hit next. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Inning over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Josh Hader.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now, Pedro Pajes, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the grab, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz down to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Scott at first, 1 gone.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
So it's their last chance in this one. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. This could end it. Got it. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.